Well, hello there, and welcome to this episode of Proven. I'm Dr. Renee, and I am your host. Today's podcast is all about small business and the journey that owners take when they make this brave decision to step into entrepreneurship. It's a raw, uncut, unscripted conversation. They're not pre-planned because I want you to be encouraged to maybe perhaps step out and become a business owner yourself. But I want to peek behind the scenes with each of our guests so that you will truly understand what's required. So we're not just a podcast, we're a movement because we believe in small business and entrepreneurship, and we believe that we are called to be the foundation of our nation. So I have with me today another phenomenal guest, Mr. Rick Henry. Welcome to Proven.
Renee, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate this.
You are more than welcome. I could not wait to have a conversation with you because I find you to be extremely intriguing. So we had the opportunity, to be a part of the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Cohort. We were in class together.
Correct, yeah.
And I just thought that when you spoke with such authority, with such passion about, he might not tell you, but he has two businesses, okay? About both of your businesses. So today,
Yes.
we're going to jump into what's your passion, how you came about being in business. I want you to share it in a way so that people really are encouraged and get excited and get intrigued as well about what's possible for them as well.
Sure. Well, I would tell you, I sort of stumbled into my business. I grew up in Toronto, Canada, where I wrestled at various levels, high school, university, and beyond. I met a developer named Jack Matthews years ago when he had a company in Canada. Over time, he moved the company to Texas. So I lost out in the Olympic wrestle-offs in 99,
Oh, wow.
in 1999,
Mhm.
and I came to Dallas in 2000 to, I guess, resurrect the neighborhood, South Lamar neighborhood.
Like you came into Dallas to resurrect the neighborhood.
Yeah, because we wanted to have a good street presence,
Okay.
because I had a security background in Canada.
Which is your other business.
Yes,
Okay.
I was a bouncer,
Okay.
so it sort of segued into this. So when I originally came, it was all about the Sears Warehouse, which is a
Yeah.
multifamily dwelling right now.
hmm
Over 1,000 people reside there as well. There's a movie theater, a grocery store,
hmm
a little market, and so forth. So it's been a really good experience. Interestingly enough, I was only supposed to come for 1 year. 25 years later, it's amazing.
Wow.
It's amazing what happens. Yeah.
Wow. So, I hear people say all the time, I came to Dallas and stayed. I never left. So you
Yeah,
are a
yeah.
living example of that. But what grounded you here was the opportunity, right?
Correct. Oh, yes, yes.
Tell
Correct.
us about that.
Well, Jack Matthews had given me a call, said, "Hey, I have a spot for you in Dallas with resurrecting from a courtesy sense, not security. We commonly say there's so much courtesy we don't need security.
Mm.
To resurrect the old Sears Warehouse. I came here sight unseen, so I had a lot of trust in him and his company, Matthew Southwest, to
Mhm.
bring me down. Like I said, it's been a really good ride. Obviously, in business, there are highs and lows, there's struggles.
Right.
But you have to really meet that adversity and over time, beat it, right, and just keep on moving.
So you stepped into that courtesy space to provide for the residents in the area,
Mhm.
but something else pulled you in. And what did you find that to be? Because I believe that was your step into the start of what I love that you do in really helping the community in a way that we don't often think about, because a lot of times we complain about situations. You said you came here to clean up the city and to help to establish some residential living,
Yes.
but you identified something else that was needful here for the young people, for them to have something to do.
Yeah, well, correct, Renee. I think what kept me here was just to have an impact
hmm
on a once abandoned part of town, which, South Dallas, the Cedars, it was abandoned. Like when
hmm
I first came here, you'd barely see vehicles in the evening drive by. Now it's very difficult to cross the road.
Mm-hmm.
But also, we started Future Champs of Texas, which is a nonprofit wrestling and boxing club. Growing up in Canada, I'm a single. My mother was a single Jamaican parent.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of money around, so wrestling really kept me off the streets.
Wow.
After school, I had wrestling practice. On weekends, I had tournaments, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't get involved with some of the other antics that my other friends got into. I'd hear about it and laugh and so forth, right? But sort of wrestling's really kept me grounded. Quite honestly, I don't know where I'd be today without wrestling.
Wow.
And my coaches, mentors, parenting, all of that,
Right, right. So here you are to fulfill one purpose, but you step into identifying there's something else I need to do, and you did it through your nonprofit.
Yes.
What would you say now is vitally important to you when you put all that together?
I think just having like an influence in the community.
Mm-hmm.
I think Future Champs is synonymous to RHI and vice versa.
Mm-hmm. Now, what is RHI?
RHI is our courtesy, RH Image Management Company. We're a courtesy team.
Okay.
And we patrol the neighborhood in this general area,
Okay.
RHI is all about community engagement. We engage with the homeless, DPD, as well as the local residents and business owners in the community as well.
How do you do that?
How?
Yeah, how?
Lots of diligent hard work. We're on the streets,
Mm-hmm.
We move around in a systematic fashion. We'll knock on a door. How you doing? Everything good?
Mm-hmm.
Here's our, we have a dispatch number. If you need any help, give us a call. Even the homeless, non-sheltered population, if they need sugar or water, we'll help them as well. If they need housing, we may call Homeless Solutions or the Bridge or some other organization.
So you are literally integrated into the fiber of the community in order to make the impact that you're talking about.
Oh yeah, for
you're
sure.
out. I mean, you're like foot soldiers, right?
Big time
on the
big
ground.
Time. Yeah, big time. Yeah, and it's really rewarding because the residents in the neighborhood generally they like what we're doing, and it's not an easy job. It's not for everybody, right? But it's been rewarding for me in so many ways. And my guys, Robert's one of my guys right there. Matter of fact, Robert was one of our he was one of our first athletes at Future Champs back in 2013, 2014.
Wow.
So
yeah. So if we can talk about Robert for a moment.
Sure. Yeah.
So meeting Robert and helping to develop him with your Future Champs.
Yes.
Is something you do on a day-to-day basis. What does that look like on a day-to-day basis in terms of that aspect of the business? That's your nonprofit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's Robert helps me a lot with registration for tournaments and so forth with the youth. Typically, we have practice in the evenings from 5:30 till 7:30.
So you actually have a boxing gym.
Yep, boxing and wrestling. Yep.
Boxing and wrestling. Kids sign up, or are they referred to you? They sign up. How do they get to you?
I associate with a lot of good high school coaches like
there we go. Yeah.
the coaches at Kimball.
He's in the community, guys. I mean, like he's out there. So you're with the schools, the coaches.
Yeah, I assist Kimball High School. Initially when I started out with his uncle at North Dallas High School back in 2013, he and I won 2 district championships in a row.
Wow.
Matter of fact, we coached the first ever DISD female state champion.
Wow.
Back in 2013, 2014. So, and like I said, typically we have practice in the evenings, and a lot of our kids that come to our club, they find it to be a refuge. They like being there. They'll get there early,
Yeah.
They want to stay late. So it's been really good. And that's the way myself and a lot of my friends were, teammates were when we were in high school. Like it kept us off the street. So we're doing the exact same thing for these kids.
That's amazing. I love the fact that these kids can find a place of safety and security, but it also builds within them the tools and the soft skills that they need, I would assume, to be effective, efficient, and better citizens.
Oh yeah, for sure. We commonly say wrestling, enjoy the struggle, right? Yeah.
Well, getting beat up, but that's okay. No.
Well, Well, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
Renee,
yeah.
it's in your business, is it ever easy? You know,
No.
there's always
Mm-mm.
an uphill battle and fight,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. So talk to us about some of those life principles that you're imparting into this young people because it is so vitally important, especially as a small business owner. We're dealing with situations every day, sometimes sight unseen, unknown to us.
Yeah,
And we have to be prepared and ready to pivot on a dime to come up with antidotes and solutions for problems that we didn't anticipate. So talk to us about what you're doing to help these kids, because I'm sure you're crossing over and teaching that to your employees also with your courtesy company.
for sure. Well, I think tolerance is a big word.
Hmm.
You know, we have to, in the workforce, we have to tolerate persons we may not get along with at work.
Mm,
On the mat, we have to tolerate pain, you know,
hmm. Wow.
discomfort.
Wow.
Patience
Hmm.
is another word. Also, understanding, you know, diversity, right?
Yeah.
We're on a team. We're all not going to look alike or come from this same environment. I'm born in Jamaica. I grew up in Canada, right?
Right.
So how does the persons here embrace me and me embrace them? We learn from each other, right? That's a big part of it.
We should. We
Yeah.
should. Yeah. Sometimes we don't, but that should be the goal.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, being ambitious,
Hmm.
right?
Wow.
Climb that hill. Yeah.
Well, that's incredible. Tolerance, patience, diversity, and what was the last one?
Ambition.
Ambition.
Yeah,
Okay.
ambition.
And so they do relate both in the workforce and, like you say, on the mat. And so you're instilling these skills that are so required for people to be able to make it in life so that they can have that level of success. So as an entrepreneur, small business owner, um, what's your daily routine? Because that sounds like a lot. And a lot of people are not disciplined enough to be able to stick it out when it comes to small business. I used to teach an entrepreneurship class, and I would start out by saying, I'm so glad to have you here. And we're really going to push our sleeves up and get down to work. But, if you don't want to work at least 20 hours a day,
Oh,
this is not for you. And they'd be like, what? Wait a minute. I got to work 20 hours a day. I don't get to just enjoy the fruit of my labor. I'm like, eventually. But behind the scenes, there's a lot of things that have to happen that we don't talk about. So talk about that a little bit
well,
for you.
so typically I'm a little extreme. So I'll wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning. I'll call, hey guys, how's it going? You know, sometimes I'll also take a walk to see what's happening
So your
outside.
guys are out on the street,
Yeah, oh yeah, we're on the streets.
okay,
We're the road
24 hours a day?
24 hours a day. If
Wow.
it's raining, whatever. If it's hot, you know,
Hmm.
we commonly call ourselves like we're the road warriors for the neighborhood. You
I
know,
like that. Road warriors.
out there. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
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 Um, but typically I'll wake up at 5. I'll go to the gym, come back, shower, you know, and just get out there, brief with my guys in the field, what happened last night, how'd it go. If I can make a suggestion,
Hmm.
I will, you know. Um, Go to the office, we'll answer emails, and so forth throughout the day and just get back out on the streets. Part of what we do, we also manage some vacant lots for our clients. So
Hmm.
we have to check to ensure if there is dumping, we get a contractor to clean it up. If it's a down tree, we have to get a contractor to cut it up. Much like last night, that storm, right? We had
Yeah.
about 6 trees
Hmm.
in our varying properties, right?
Okay.
If there's encampments on property,
Hmm.
homeless encampments, we have to figure it out where they should go. And so it's
Oh, wow.
and then typically I'll go back to the office, meet with our office lady, Mo,
Hmm.
which is great. She's great. And I'll go to wrestling practice, right?
Hmm.
If I don't go to wrestling practice, I'll sometimes go to the gym again, you know.
Hmm.
So I think staying fit mentally and physically is really important for, you know, that
Yeah.
for anyone in business or
Right.
anyone in life, really. So,
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing that key because we neglect sometimes the mental and the physical components required for us to be successful. I know I can get behind a desk and I can sit there for 12, 13 hours, and that's not really a healthy model for me to follow. I'm using a lot of brain power, but I
yeah.
have to think about my physicality. I have to think about my nutritional issues because I will work all day and not eat.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So with your employees, 24 hours courtesy guys, and your kids, the champs that you're training, are these principles that you're helping them to understand about the whole person and what's required?
Oh, for sure. We commonly make suggestions about school,
Hmm.
how to get along with their parents
Hmm.
or their if it, boyfriend or girlfriend or vice versa.
Yeah, that's important these days. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
having a good public persona,
Hmm.
because you're an athlete, right?
Right.
You have a higher profile, so you better
Hmm.
have a good public persona.
You hear that?
Yeah,
You better have a good public persona.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because if you're proven to be a disruptive force in high school, that D1 or D2 college team,
Mhm.
they will not want you because you'll be disruptive in their room, right?
So you've got a lot of elements that are happening here. So you've got these guys that are on the road warriors that are out 24 hours a
Yeah.
day. That's one business. And then you have this responsibility to really make social impact with what you're doing with these young people.
Yes.
That is a lot. How do you manage that? Or maybe let me ask it this way. Uh, what one or two nuggets for a small business owner would you share when you have such an intense schedule like that?
I think you must have a lot of perseverance,
Hmm.
intestinal fortitude, right?
Right.
Your team. So you need to think about me. I have a vision impairment, so I need the computer is not my best friend, right? So I need a good team around me to help me with that stuff, like Robert and Mo and so forth, right? So you need a good team that's going to always be truthful to you. I think is also
Okay.
very 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 important.
Okay. How do you build that team? How did you go about building that team? Because I'm sure you probably didn't get it all right
No, no, it's
the
it's
first time.
uh a lot of it's use your instincts. It's
Mhm.
it's not cookie cutter. If we employ someone and we find out they're a wrong person, we try and switch them out as soon as possible. Um,
Ooh, that's good. Because a lot of business owners, we let people linger and they just add toxicity to the current scenario or a situation. So that's good wisdom. Yeah,
yeah,
moving swiftly.
yeah, and sometimes I can be overly patient too if I've had an employee
Hmm.
or a team member for quite a while, right?
Hmm.
But so we give chances, but also we act swiftly at times as well. So
Okay.
it's
Okay.
yeah,
Wow. Wow. So that's really good because in order to now 25 years
yes,
to have that type of sustainability, I commend you first of all for a job well done.
thanks.
We know it's not always perfect. There's always more
Oh,
we can do or add to it.
yeah,
And the work that you do, again, is so intriguing because between having clients that I'm assuming bring you in as a courtesy patrol officer to
yes,
handle people that are maybe in residential properties or hotels or whatever the case may be.
correct, yeah,
You're interacting with the city, police department, landowners, with people that you have to be proficient in being able to communicate to, um, and to get that contract, right?
yeah, for sure, yeah,
Yeah, so that takes a lot. Then you're also, handling these young people whose future you get to be a part of. Like
yeah,
that is phenomenal because we get to help shape who they become along with their parents
hmm
as well, which sometimes can be a challenge in itself.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yeah, oh
Because
yeah,
being a athlete mom, I've seen the parents that often were not engaged in their children's careers, but
mhm.
it's so important that they have that mentor, someone that can be there for them to really help guide them and navigate them.
Yeah, and I found when I was younger, my coaches did
Hmm.
that. Like I said, my mom was a single parent, so there
Hmm.
wasn't a man around to get that male mentorship. But my coaches and sometimes my parents' fathers would really fill that role as well. So yeah.
Wow. And so you learn from that and you're just helping to train it forward. I'm gonna call it train it forward. Yeah, train it forward with the people that you interact with. What would you say along your journey um, has been the greatest test for you as a small business owner?
For me, I think the greatest test is finding the right staffing, because whenever you're a service industry,
Mm-hmm.
it's always challenging. People come and people go.
Yeah.
Sometimes I describe it like a parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
They come and go. Some stay longer, some stay 5, 10 minutes type thing. So definitely staffing.
Mm-hmm.
Finding the right staff and
Mm-hmm.
finding also the right supervision is important as well, to oversee it, right? People with integrity, honor.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Integrity and honor, which is something I know you also instill in the young champs that you're raising as well.
Yes, yes, yes. We do. We do. It's super important to be honest. With yourself, if it's your parents, your coaches, and other siblings, and it takes a while to have the confidence in yourself to be honest,
Mm-hmm.
if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah. Well, it seems like you're well grounded in what you do. What would you say is ahead of you for the future?
Well, ahead of me, I definitely want to keep on doing what I do here, but we have wrestling and boxing camps in Jamaica. I also want to dive more into the sport tourism world in Jamaica.
Oh, wow.
Persons
Mm-hmm.
may come to Jamaica for retreats in wrestling, boxing, or jiu-jitsu, and we really take them to um, areas in Jamaica that's real experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Places they wouldn't normally go. It's kind of boring to me to go to a resort and just hang out in the sun.
Hey, wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah.
Don't knock that
That's
relaxation.
good too. That's good too. But you gotta get out there with the people, the food, the music.
And I do like
Yeah.
doing local food. Like
Yeah.
any place I go, like everywhere I go, I always want to know like where's the real food of that particular culture. Yeah.
Yeah, the untouched beaches. Like we go in the morning, Sunday mornings, to go to the beach, a place called Apache Beach in Port Maria, where the fishermen are.
Oh, wow.
Fresh fish.
Okay, now I could do that.
You get it, they scale it, they gut it, and you take it home, and you have a real nice.
So creating these experiences for people.
Yes.
Like, do I have to box and wrestle to have the experience?
No. It's sport tourism. You can just come and watch too, right? It's still, or
Oh, wow.
or a
Okay.
person may want to watch a cricket match or the best track and field high school competition in the world. It's called Champs. It's in March.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
Wow, in Jamaica.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Wow.
very good stuff. Yeah.
Well, I have no doubt in my mind that you're going to create that experience and integrate that into the work that you do. And that's how we expand our business. That's how
Yeah,
we grow and take advantage of opportunity that's
Yeah.
presented before us. That's something I might take you up on. I
For
think I
sure,
could do
yeah,
that because I love off the beaten beaches.
Yeah.
I'm a beach baby. And so I like those off that people can't get to except the locals, right?
Yeah,
And I love good food.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And,
Okay.
and I tell you, Jamaica is a real multicultural. There's Asian people. There's people from the Middle East, obviously
Mhm.
Africans, Spanish people, Irish, Germans, all types of people.
Mhm.
As one Jamaican, you'd be amazed.
I know. So we are one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
One love. We
Yeah,
are
there you go, right?
Yeah.
I'm already said it best.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes. Well, that sounds really, really exciting. I want to shift just a little bit.
Sure.
We just completed Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business cohort. What was your greatest challenge taking the course and your greatest takeaway?
Well, I think my greatest challenge was initially telling a group of people that I can't see as well as you or you. And I got up in front of class and did that. So to me, that was a big triumph for me to do that. One of the biggest takeaways was getting to know and understand, listen to a lot of my peers in the class, different businesses, and learning from them, and how they got to where they got as well. These structures were also great, but basically understand the importance of knowing your numbers
Okay.
was one of the biggest impacts for
Yeah,
that
that
class.
was challenging.
That was a challenge as well, but
Yeah.
also it was rewarding as well to really,
Mhm.
you need to really pay better attention to that. Yeah.
Yeah. So have you found yourself really applying or executing what you learned
Oh,
from that
yes.
cohort?
Even before the classes ended, we started brought in some consultants for training wise and so forth, and we have some deadlines. We're gonna
Hmm.
get more module training,
Okay.
some external and some internal that we're doing. Robert's a big part of that. We're creating some videos for training and so forth because
Okay. Okay.
it changes all the time.
Hmm.
There's always training never ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's important to extract um, the information, the training that we were given, and be very intentional about applying it to a unique model that we have. And so I look forward to me even seeing what you produce from that. Um, if you were talking to an entrepreneur right now, you can look right at that camera and just say to them, encourage them, give them words to push forward where they are in their business, what would that be?
I think hard work pays off. Believe in yourself and get a good group of people around you, and you'll be successful.
Okay.
That's my message.
Okay, that's his message. He's sticking to it. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
So, what would you tell them in addition to that when they hit that hard place and they want to quit? Because I know you wanted to quit before. I know I
Oh, for
wanted to
sure.
quit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
I
that's
mean, you
where,
said stick to it, be, persistent, be determined, but just that one thing because 20 hours a day, just from I'm sitting here calculating from your day, um, the behind the scenes of what it really takes to develop those teams. We learn from our mistakes, but sometimes you just get to that place where you feel so overwhelmed. What would be that one little push over to the edge? Because I know when those kids are on the mat,
oh,
I know
yeah.
that sometimes it's
Mhm.
a matter of a split second before you yell as a coach to them what they need to do so that they can win that match.
Well, I think tolerance, you have to be able to tolerate pain of some
Ooh.
type. And also, you have to know when to get help. Even that youth
Mhm.
on the mat is wrestling, right? The coach is helping by sending him technical messages,
Mhm.
right? If it's your business, you have to know to get the right people around you, people that are smarter or better than you at
Okay.
that business,
Ooh,
right?
that's
That's the
good.
key. So you
Yeah.
gotta, just let go of your
Mhm.
ego and just
Mhm.
what's best for the business, right?
Right.
Always protect the business.
Wow. Okay, so protect the business. So, any final thoughts that you want to share, just in terms of, we know that you're getting ready to move into your next. We know that you're getting ready to create these next experiences. We know that you're going global. I love that.
Well, it's
We know that you're refining your programming here, both sides of your business. So you're going to be busy. You're going to be really busy.
busy's good. I often say a great day is when I almost make a mistake or I make a mistake that's not critical.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. What does that encourage you to do? Because a lot of us judge ourselves that way, like, oh my God, I made a mistake, and it looks critical, but it's not.
Well, I think I'm my biggest fan. I'm also my biggest critic as well, right?
Love that. That's it. That's the takeaway. You got to be your own big, because
Yeah.
in business ownership, if you don't believe in yourself,
Yeah.
then who else will?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
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 It's you have to maintain a good mental state and know
Hmm.
what you need to do to keep afloat.
Wow. Yeah.
Because a lot of people they go under, right?
Yeah.
They stop swimming and they go under, right? So you
Yeah.
got to know what you need to keep afloat.
And that only happens if you're honest and truthful with yourself about where you are and you analyze yourself from a critical standpoint
Big time.
that gives you what you need to adjust or change or adapt in your business.
For sure. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Sure.
Well, I don't know about you all, but today I think I've learned that I'm going to be my own biggest fan, but I'm also going to be my own critic, right?
Yes.
And always evaluate where I am. Well, we thank you so much for being with us today. I think you're going to have to come back because when you create those experiences
Yes.
and you really structure them and you monetize them in a way in another country, I think that's an important conversation for businesses that do want to expand. Now, you have the benefit, I'm sure, of being dual citizens or triple citizens.
Matter of
What
fact,
are
I
you?
have 3 passports:
Okay, there you go.
Jamaica, Canada, and USA. So I'm
Wow.
pretty fortunate that way. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, I'm pretty fortunate that way.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you're positioned then to expand your business globally already.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow, that's
Good way
powerful.
to put it. Yeah.
That's powerful. Well, I'll tell you what, in my eyes, you are proven. I commend you on the longevity, what you're learning, what you have applied, and what you're going to
Thank
apply in the future. So we look for more from you very, very soon.
Well, Renee, thanks. Thank you very much. I'll come back anytime.
Okay, well, we got that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, to those of you today, I pray that there was something that was shared that just stirred you in your soul or just encouraged you to say, you know what? I may be in this, but I'm my own greatest fan and my own greatest critic. And so, because of that, I can push my way to this journey so that, like Mr. Rich, you show up proven too. So, until next time, you know, just be about it, be determined, be tolerant, be ambitious, encourage yourself along the way. And if you need any boxing or wrestling coaching, or if you need a courtesy officer, be sure to reach out to him. You'll find his information here because he's the one that is proven in the work that he does. And guess what? If you put into it what you heard today, you can be proven too. Until next time.